So let's get started. Thank you everyone for joining us here for next 40 minutes roughly. We're going to keep this more focused on demos, and we'll try to show you all the different stuff that you can do with DataMarket here. So I'm Sudhir Hasbe. I'm Senior Product Manager. I'm responsible for product management around DataMarket and some of the other Azure technologies that we have. Few years back, when we started thinking about this whole cloud and what we are making available to our customers, one of the key things that we started looking into is how do we go ahead and open up the data which was there in different organizations, available at different providers, and how can we help general developer community or business analytics folks with data which is not easily accessible to them. And that's where whole Windows Azure DataMarket started coming together. So if you just look at some of the statistics around enterprise data usage, I just want to share some of the interesting stuff that we found through our research that we have done. If you see, still roughly 70% people still use FTP to access data, external data. If you look at the different formats that are available, how people are accessing this data, it's pretty fascinating. Most of it is still CSV files being transferred to companies. There are a lot of data that only is available through CDs and DVDs to organizations, and it's not that easy to get access to all this data. Second is, there is interest in a lot of different types of data sets that organizations have. Everything from demographics data to location-based information, bunch of data all across, right? Financial data. Almost every organization that does anything it needs some financial information, currency conversions or some form of financial information. So it's pretty interesting. Every organization needs data. It's not easily accessible, and very often, if you look at it, they need to refresh this data at a pretty regular interval, almost hourly or daily, right? So that was the background that we started with. And again, if you look at it, you need data, and you have data from a lot of different providers. You can go to different places to go get this data. Mostly you will have to go ahead and do custom contracts, custom formats that you will have to go ahead and integrate into your applications or into your day-to-day tools that you have. There's a different way of accessing. The security models may be different. There's a different billing mechanism for each one of them. And of course, there is no one place to go and discover data. Where can I go find demographic information for my region? It's very difficult to go get that kind of information, to do the central discovery of data. And that's where Windows Azure DataMarket comes in play. So what is Windows Azure DataMarket? It's an information marketplace from Microsoft. It's primarily an information discovery service. So it allows you to go discover data. So you can go ahead and find data, imagery, web services that are going to help you go ahead and do better analytics, or you want to use this data for any other purposes within your applications or anywhere else. The second is it allows you to do data subscriptions with just few clicks. You can just go in, pick your data, you can go ahead and subscribe to it immediately and start using it without any time delay. And the final thing is, yeah, you can consume this data from any of the different devices, any applications, from anywhere. It's based on completely open standards, and we'll see an example of that as we move forward today. Just to talk about how is the whole DataMarket architected, or at a very high level, component level. First of all, the data does not have to be in let's say, in our cloud environment, in the public cloud environment from Microsoft. It can be, or it can be in your private data centers, or it can be in any other data center like Amazon or any other data centers providers. So data can be anywhere. What we do is we can make that data available through the marketplace to general community with a consistent API, which is ODATA-based API. And we have connectivity that we have built for all these different formats of data that we can pull in and make available. The other key thing that we provide is, of course, the billing infrastructure. We make commercial as well as public domain data available to everybody. So public domain is free, so you can go access it. There is no transaction requirement. But on the commercial side, you can go define your own price, you can define your own terms of use, and then you make it available to end users who can go ahead and subscribe to this, and we provide the whole billing infrastructure behind it. And of course, other than that, we provide the APIs and integration into different tools, different applications that are there.